Malaysia has had disputes with multiple nations such as Thailand, Singapore, and Indonesia. Recently, questions are being asked of its veteran 94-year-old Prime Minister. Did he do the right thing by speaking against India in his speech at the UNGA? And how is India going to respond to this? In May of 2018, the Indian Prime Minister travelled to Malaysia to give his congratulations to the new PM of Malaysia, Dr. Mahathir Mohamad. At that point, no one could have guessed that Malaysia would decide to go against India at the 74th United Nations General Assembly. In Malaysia, Indian companies have invested in over 200 manufacturing projects of over $2.6 billion. This has created more jobs in the Malaysian manufacturing sector, employing over 15,000 workers until September of 2018. The latest available data indicates that the annual bilateral trade between India and Malaysia is $17.2 billion, with India's exports being $6.4 billion and imports being $10.8 billion. Fearing that India might stop importing palm oil from Malaysia, Malaysia tried to win India's confidence by offering to fix the trade imbalance. Recently, its minister stated, Malaysia is open to further trade negotiations to address India's concerns on the trade imbalance between both countries. From 2008 to 2010, the Malaysian counterparts were trained on the fighter aircrafts by the Indian Air Force pilots. The training began in India but was completed in Malaysia. In March 2014, India assisted Malaysian authorities with the deployment of 6 of their own ships and 5 aircrafts, in addition to a search and rescue aircraft to help in the search of the Malaysian flight MH370 that had disappeared while flying from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing. In Malaysia, an estimated 2.7 million people are of Indian origin, which is equal to almost 10% of the population in the country. India had over 600,000 tourists visit Malaysia in 2018, making it the 6th largest country for incoming tourists. It is very strange that Malaysia chose to betray a friendly nation like India, especially when it has had many disputes with its neighboring states. In 2006, the Thai government said that the militants in the southern region of Thailand were being sent to training camps in Malaysian territory. In 2018, 41 bombs were seized in Thailand, which were made in Malaysia. Since 2004, Thailand's southern regions have battled a separatist insurgency. The Muslim-majority regions have shown resistance to Buddhist rule. More than 6,000 lives have been violently lost in the last 15 years or so. In the past, the Thai authorities have continually alleged that after conducting attacks in Thailand, militants cross over into Malaysia. Malaysia has also had troubles with Singapore regarding their airspace and maritime boundaries. Tensions rose in October 2018 when Malaysia announced that it was going to extend the boundary of its Johor Bahru port into area claimed by Singapore. The two nations have a long-standing conflict over water supplies. Malaysia has shown its aggression by threatening Singapore, saying it would cut off the water supply prematurely. The bilateral relations between Malaysia and Indonesia have been strained by various issues. The two nations have long been involved in a dispute over the Ambalat territory. In 2005, Malaysian Super King aircraft went across the Indonesian border and even maneuvered over 3 Indonesian warships for nearly 10 minutes. Indonesia has also blamed Malaysia for staking claims in its intangible cultural heritage. Malaysia used to be more critical of China's South China Sea position, but in recent times, it has been quieter as China has invested billions of dollars into infrastructure projects under the Belt and Road Initiative. Chinese ships have even surveyed Malaysian waters for oil and gas without permission. Palm oil is used as a common ingredient in a large variety of products. Although it is often used in retail foods, cosmetics, household products, and fuel, it has been a topic of controversy due to its negative impact on the environment. In Europe, the use of palm oil in food and cosmetics has already begun to drop, as environmental groups have encouraged major corporations to discontinue the selling of this product. It is expected that the use of palm oil will be slowly decreased, and by 2030, palm oil will no longer be used as a biofuel. In May of last year, the European Union was accused by Malaysia of launching a plan that would decrease the use of palm oil in biofuels and warned of retaliation that would be taken if anyone challenged Malaysia's interests. As the top buyer of palm oil in the world, India has begun rejecting purchases from Malaysia after the Malaysian Prime Minister criticized India's policy in Kashmir. Since this disagreement has begun, some Indian traders have started to purchase palm oil from Indonesia. On October 16, in Kuala Lumpur, the Malaysian Prime Minister responded to reporters when asked about Indians not buying palm oil from Malaysia by saying, "This is a reaction from traders, so we cannot react to their personal decision. If the government launched a boycott or something like that, then we will have to work diplomatically perhaps to reduce the kind of action that they have taken." India's palm oil purchase helps the Malaysian economy and creates many indirect jobs. Through their investments, Indian companies also create thousands of jobs in Malaysia directly. But Malaysia chose to be hostile to a nation which only saw Malaysia as its friend. Why? See you again.